we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 4. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is level. Knocked down hard at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Play action, they'll throw. He finds Beckham complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
The play clock's running down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff as they run left side. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the run, this is Jackson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run again with Jackson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Young on 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5. Here's Young looking to throw on 2nd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
Hurry up. Here we go. 2-90. Detroit.
Looking to throw. Young. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will have a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back to throw. Young. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On the ground, this is Jackson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Young now to throw on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Young, operating from the gun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Young, a final shot before break. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking to throw. Young. Over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
Now Young throwing on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Here's Young looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Young now to throw on second down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Ball on the 3, 3rd down and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And now here's a carry heading left. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And a give this time to the tailback. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Play clock winding down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Young. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They run the counter now on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38. Ohio, flex round. Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. Give him 27 yards that time. And that enables him to also pick up the first. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And remember, field goal does him no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd down, that's Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he loses the football a second time. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. To throw is Young. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Young. And he comes back with one complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All right, here we go.
Young throwing on 4th down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken very short, and not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Except for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down.
Green, 39.
Now Young, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Dawkins in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Young on third down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely, and I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one and to finish it on a deep